Hello, friends. Today we will see, uh, you know, uh, how volatile and atomic are working, and what are their real-time use cases, real-world use cases, and how they work actually. Okay. Let's say first we will check volatile one. Okay. Let's say we have uh, a server. Okay. Let's say we have a server, and let's open a paint. Okay. Yeah. So this is the paint, and let's say we have a server, and that server actually is running. Okay. And after some time, whenever we are stopping the server, that server should stop. That is our requirement. Okay. So what we can say that, let's write down our you know requirements here. Okay. So we have a server, and it's running state, and after some time server should stop. That is our requirement. Server should stop. Okay. That is our requirement. Means after some time means after 2 seconds. Okay. After some time means after 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, our server should stop. That is our requirement. But what is happening? What will happen if we don't use volatile? What will happen if you don't use volatile? Our server will never stop. Our server will never stop, and it go will go in infinite loop. Infinite loop. Let's see this code. Okay. This is the server class, and it is having private boolean running equal to true. Means our server is always running. Let's assume that server is always running. We will stop it separately. Okay. We will stop that server separately. So, and let's see this server object we are creating, and we are creating a thread, and in that thread, this server, we are starting the server. Okay. So in infinite loop, T1 thread is getting started, and it is seeing this server as true, and JVM stores running in CPU cache. Okay, JVM stores running. What is this running? This boolean in CPU cache. If you open this paint, so this is our JVM. Okay, so this is our JVM, and this JVM stores this running equal to true in CPU cache. Okay, this is CPU cache. So whenever T1 is reading, it is reading from the CPU cache actually, and always it is finding true, and that's why our program never ends. Okay, that's why our program never ends. Okay, so what should ideally happen? After 2 seconds, our server should stop, right? Okay, so because we have added here delay for 2 seconds, thread dot sleep, and 2000 milliseconds we have given here. So after 2 seconds, our server should stop. But what actually is happening? Server is started, it is coming infinite times. See, if I run this program, what is happening? Server is started. Our server is never getting stopped automatically, and that is the problem. Okay, our requirement is not fulfilled here. So how to overcome this requirement? Okay, how to overcome this requirement? Okay, and why it is continuously coming as started only? Because this T1 thread, this T1 thread always it is running from CPU cache. It is not reading from this main memory. And see, T2 thread, we have one more T2 thread, and this thread is actually stopping the server. Okay, and it is writing in main memory actually. This is writing in main memory. If you see the code, if you see the code, T2 thread we have created, we are calling stop method inside it, and let's see what is happening in stop method. So running equal to false. We are stopping server here. Okay, we are changing the value. T2 changes are running equal to false in main memory. It is doing in main memory. Okay, if you check this, this is main memory, and our T2 thread, it is making the value false in main memory. But T1 thread never sees the main memory, and it is always reading from the CPU cache. That is the problem. So in order to overcome this problem and tell that, hey T1 thread, can you please read this value from main memory? So that for that purpose, we should use volatile. Okay. This volatile is the keyword which is used. So if we use any variable as volatile, then all threads will read memory, that value from directly main memory. Okay. Let's see how that will happen. So this running variable is there. So private volatile boolean running equal to true. Okay. Now what will happen? Okay. So solution infinite loop, and server will not uh, not stop. Okay. So solution is use volatile for variable. Okay. So use volatile for variable. If you use volatile for variable, then if you use volatile for variable, then T2 thread will, okay, T2 thread will write or make change in main memory, and T1 thread will read from main memory instead of CPU cache. Okay, and it will, and T1 will get updated value always. Okay, and if you run this program, since we made it volatile, our server is started, and after 2 seconds server is stopped. No matter how many times you are running this, you will get proper running of your program. Okay. Okay, so thank you. We will see atomic related demo in our next video. Thank you and keep watching.